Hey guys, okay. So I've been seeing this like mystery TBR everywhere recently. And it's where like you put all your books from your TBR in a thing and then you pick one. So I was like, I always have a hard time picking out books and what to read. So I was like, this is a perfect idea. So I'm gonna do this for the month of April, and I'm gonna try to read, I don't know how many books, but I kind of need to know because I'm gonna draw all of them right now. So it depends on, I'm gonna say 6. I'm gonna try to read 6. I'm not a fast reader and I have a lot of stuff going on. So it's like hard for me to determine how many books I'm gonna read this month. But yeah, I'm gonna try to read 6. That's my goal. Okay, so my first book that I guess I'll just, one just fell, but okay. Hey, I'll be reading Once Upon a Broken Heart. Okay, so I'm so excited to read this book. It's by Stephanie Garber. I think that's how you say her last name. I don't want to butcher it, but I think that's how you say her last name. And I'm so excited to read this. So I actually just got this book because I thought you had to read Caraval first before you read this series. But I talked to one of my friends and she was like, no, I just read this series before Caraval, and she said she got everything. So I was like, perfect. I'll just read this one. And then if I like this one, but I've heard so many good things about it, so I'm pretty sure I'll like this. But yeah, this is my first book that I'll be reading this month. Okay, so my second book that I'll be reading this month will be, let's see, The Cruel Prince. Okay, so this book is by Holly Black. Most people have already read this, but I haven't, which is kind of bad. But for some reason, I've been putting it off for a little bit. But I got this actually a while ago. But I'm actually so excited to read this because, like I've said about, I'm pretty sure I've already said this, but I've heard it's an amazing book. And yeah, I'm just so excited to read this. I have 2 fantasy books, so I hope I get something like a murder or like a romance book or something. But yeah. Okay, so the third book I'll be reading this month will be, let's see here. Oh, Sunkissed. Okay, so this book is by Casey West. She also wrote Places We've Never Been. I had to make sure that that's what it was called, but I have read that book before and I loved it. It was like one of the first books that I started reading that got me back into reading. But yes, I'm so excited to read this. I feel like Casey West is such an underrated author, and I feel like people should read her more because they're just clean, cute romances, and they're short. So it's like, they're just cute they're like summer books. So yeah, I'm really excited about this one. Okay, so the 4th book that I will be reading will be, let's see, This Is Where It Ends. Okay, so This Is Where It Ends. I don't know how to say the author's name like at all, and I do not want to try because I do not want to butcher it, but I have heard so many amazing things about this book, but I feel like it's also an underrated book. I haven't actually read it before, but I've heard that it's such an underrated book and people should read it if you're into this stuff. But it's like about a school shooting, and I'm just actually so excited to read this because I don't know, I'm homeschooled, so I don't I don't relate to this in any way, I guess I could say. But it's like, I don't know, it sounds really interesting, and I'm actually really excited to read it. But yeah. Okay, so the 5th book will be Killer Instinct. Okay, so this book is by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, and she also wrote the Inheritance Games, as you guys probably know. But shout out to Claire, she's the one who got me into this series. But so I read the first book, absolutely loved it. But I don't know why I've been putting this one off for so long. This is the 2nd book in the series. But yeah, I'm actually really excited to read it because it's another murder mystery, and I love murder mysteries. I'm currently reading A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I'm a little bit behind on the trendy books, if you know what I mean. So it's like, well, gotta do what you gotta do. Anyway, but yeah, I'm super excited about this book. Thanks, Claire, for telling me about this series. Okay, so the final book that I'll be reading this month is gonna be Shadow and Bone. Okay, so this book, I'm also not gonna try to pronounce her name because I don't want to get it wrong, because I just feel bad doing that. But so I've heard mixed feelings about this book. Like, it's good and it's some people don't like it, so I wanted to try it for myself, and I also want to read Six of Crows. So I have to read this series. Like, another one of my friends said that she needed to read this before she read Six of Crows in order to kind of understand it. So I was like, okay, sounds good. So I'm actually kind of excited to see if I'll like this or not. If I don't, I'll probably just audiobook it the rest of the series. And yeah, but we will see. I will let you guys know. Okay, well, thank you so much for watching. These are the books that I will be reading this month. But yeah, I'm so excited. Oops. We're struggling here. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. You should, subscribe so you can see what I think of the books. But yeah, I will keep you guys updated.